Good morning. I'm Rick Fulbaum from Atlanta News First. Glad you're with us on this day, this first day of May. Wow, can you believe it's already May? Want to get you caught up on some of the headlines, including one that has just come into the newsroom. So I'm going to take a look at this that was just handed to me, and this has to do with a couple in Spalding County, Georgia, that had been accused of intentionally starving and abusing their adoptive son. This is a story that's been in the news, a trial that's been going on. The defense has been saying that the child had problems long before the child ever entered into this family. This is Tyler and Krista Schindley. And they were arrested in May of 2023 after a neighbor found their visibly malnourished 10-year-old wandering around the neighborhood. So this is a story that we've been following. The couple now, and this is their adoptive son, the couple now has taken a plea deal just as opening statements were getting underway with their trial today. So Griffin police had described this young boy in just a terrible, terrible state, thin, discolored skin, visible injuries. Investigators said he only weighed 36 pounds when they examined him, a 10-year-old child weighing only 36 pounds. Court documents suggest that the Schindleys not only abused their son, leaving dental injuries and disfiguration, but they did so in the presence of other children who were in the home. Again, this is a plea deal that we're hearing about right now. We do not yet know the details, but we are expecting the sentencing to take place at 1 p.m., and Atlanta News First will be streaming that live right here on ANF Plus. So again, we are waiting for details on this plea deal. Since they're being sentenced, you can only presume that there is some kind of a guilty plea involved. But again, we don't know the details. We're waiting for that. Just wanted to let you know that in Spalding County, this couple has taken a plea deal, and the details of that, along with their sentencing, will be announced at 1 p.m., and we'll have that for you right here on Atlanta News First. In the meantime, very busy day today, especially for commuters at the very start of the day in a certain part of Atlanta where there was a water main break that has caused some problems for folks, and you can see some of the crews there that were working really throughout the night trying to patch up this busted water main that was impacting homes in northeast Atlanta along a very busy stretch of Piedmont Road. This is the 1700 block of Piedmont. The break was first detected at around midnight last night, and we're told that it's an 8-inch main that workers had to shut off the water supply to make those repairs, and you can see them working there in the dark of night. And all of this happening as crews in DeKalb County raced to fix a busted water main along Drew Valley Road. That's near Birch Circle in Brookhaven. DeKalb offering up free bottled water for families impacted there. No clear restoration time yet, but again, two different locations here in the metro, folks dealing with a busted water main break. Did you see what happened out of Pittsburgh? This was a game between the Cubs and the Pirates in Pittsburgh last night. Very scary and tense moments. You could see the players, they're kneeling, and there are the crews that are attending to a man who fell from about 20 feet high. He was in the stands. He was a spectator at the game, and all of a sudden he really just fell out of his seat and onto the field right in the middle of the game. The game was stopped, and you can see that the medical teams rushed onto the field to put him onto a stretcher. This man was taken to a local hospital in Pittsburgh. We're told he's in critical condition, but players pretty shaken up. Again, some of them taking a knee while the fan was being carted off the field. Certainly hoping that that man is okay. We'll keep you posted on that. Another story today, and this is something that is very, very important. It is National Vehicular Heat Stroke Prevention Day. And of course, the temperature's not super hot just yet, but we are moving in that direction. And local agencies have been using today and will be using today to remind you of the dangers of leaving children in a hot car. Georgia leaders reminding everybody to double, even triple check the back seat of your car and make sure that all of your kids are out. Last year, Tragically, 39 children across the country were killed in circumstances like this. And there are some key things that the Georgia Department of Early Care and Learning want you to remember. Look again, double check, make sure that the car is empty. Keep your purse or your wallet or your phone in the back seat to give yourself an extra reason to take a look before you get out of the vehicle and lock your doors. And again, if you're walking through a parking lot and you see children or a child left alone in a car, you are urged to call 911 right away, because it doesn't take long for the temperatures to warm up, and children's bodies tend to warm up faster than adult bodies. So this is a potentially very dangerous situation that authorities want you to be aware of today, and that's why they have called it National Vehicular Heat Stroke Prevention Day. Another story that we're following, and this is sort of an entertainment slash crime slash trial story. A former member of the musical group formed by Sean Diddy Combs is now accusing him of sexual battery, sexual harassment, false imprisonment. Dawn Richard, who is a former member of Danity Kane, that's a group that you may remember formed as part of the MTV reality series Making the Band. She has filed a lawsuit in New York federal court, and she is accusing Combs of touching her and watching her undress. She also alleges that she was able to witness Combs brutally beating his then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura. Combs' attorney is denying all of these allegations and accusing Richard of just trying to get some money. She is seeking a trial by jury and damages. Combs, as you may know, is currently incarcerated at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, New York. He is awaiting trial on charges of racketeering and sex trafficking. And finally, for the news portion of this, before we hand things over to Rodney to talk about the weather, legendary filmmaker Martin Scorsese is producing a documentary. And this is going to feature the final on-camera interview with the late Pope Francis. It's called Aldeus, A New Story. And the film will focus on the late Pope's passion for community building. No release date yet, but Pope Francis, as you know, died last month at the age of 88. The conclave, where Pope Francis's successor will be chosen, is going to start next Wednesday at the Vatican in Rome. That's when all the cardinals gather together to choose the Pope's successor. So those are some of the headlines that we're watching for you today as I try to figure out the right buttons. I don't want to press anything here that might screw up Rodney as he gets set to come on here. I clicked on something here that I'm not really sure exactly how to get rid of this box, or if I click away from it, if it's going to be a problem. Should we just try? All right, let's just try. We'll get rid of it, and there it goes. Hey, you know what? We're streaming on ANF Plus, and so stuff happens. But in the meantime, let me hand things over to my colleague, Rodney Harris, who's here now with the web. I'm sorry, Rodney.
Technical Director Rick. I love it. And I'm
no
already
one's
screwed
going to
up,
call
so
me
you
a
can't make
technical
me any
director.
more worse.
Here, take the microphone. Will you?
Thank you, buddy. We have hopefully this looks good. We have showers and storms, Rick, that were out earlier this morning in Metro Atlanta. Some of you no doubt felt that. If you were east of Atlanta, probably not seeing a ton of that. But from Atlanta westward, some pretty good rain fell this morning. Hello, everybody. So we do have basically a chance of rain every single day through Saturday. The first alert is currently for Saturday because that's when you'll be impacted the most. But I think it's important to note that there's a chance of rain every day, even though the first alert is just for Saturday. So what you see on the right-hand side of the screen there, that's first alert radar right now. The showers, the rain that was in Atlanta earlier, that has now shifted to northeast Georgia. So we actually still have rain out there in Hall County extending up into the northeast Georgia mountains. For Metro Atlanta, it'll be mostly dry for the rest of the morning. But I want to point out, everybody, what you see back there in Alabama near Birmingham. We are seeing some new showers and storms redeveloping, and that activity will eventually make it back into Metro Atlanta later on this afternoon. Here's what our forecast model is showing. It's taking the stuff that's in Alabama and it's moving it eastward, but it's not really, it's weakening as it does. So I'm going to actually go back on this forecast model, do that again. It's weakening as it does so. So I do have about a 30% chance of a few showers in your forecast as you're driving home from work. So be mindful of that, but we don't think we'll see a ton of rain today, a ton of additional rain, just some scattered showers as that stuff is moving in from Alabama. Again, for Metro Atlanta, that will be around 4 or 5 o'clock as that's moving back in, so as you're driving home. But the coverage is only at 30%, so it will not be much. I do want to take you into Friday because we'll have more showers and storms redeveloping by Friday afternoon, which is what you can see there on our forecast model. So as you're picking up the kids from school, we'll have some pop-up storms out there. Now, Friday, we have a cold front that's moving in, and the cold front will ultimately be the culprit for the showers and storms that we'll see on Saturday. But we're going to start to see that coverage increase perhaps as early as Friday night. So this is 7 o'clock on Friday night. Have showers and storms out there. I want to point out, if you're headed to see the Braves, 7:15, the Dodgers are in town. If you're going to be out at the Battery, it's possible that you could get wet. The nature of these storms, they'll be very scattered, which means that we can't really pinpoint exactly where they will be, but we do want you to know that that will be possible Friday afternoon and evening, just a storm just about anywhere in Metro Atlanta or North Georgia. So it will be possible to see a storm at the Battery. We'll try to fine-tune that timing for you as we get closer to Friday, but just keep that in mind. And then our latest models are actually bringing in showers and storms late Friday night. So if you have any Friday night plans, watch out for that. Carrying you into Saturday, we'll have multiple rounds of showers and storms on Saturday. So Saturday is when the actual cold front will move into the state. So your chance of rain on Saturday is like 70%. So as you plan for the weekend, Saturday's not the day to really get outdoors. You can avoid it. You can see Saturday morning we have rain out there, Saturday afternoon, and then again Saturday evening. Our models have been going back and forth on exactly when this rain will move in, but we do know that we'll have numerous showers and storms out there throughout the day on Saturday. So keep that in mind if you have any Saturday plans. In terms of severe weather, the risk is fairly low. We've over the past several months had multiple severe weather events, low in risk of severe weather. I think that for the most part, everybody will see rain and lightning over the next several days. It's not impossible to see an isolated severe storm here or there, but the chance is low every single day. And with severe weather, we're not forecasting any tornadoes whatsoever, but you might occasionally see some gusty winds, maybe even some hail throughout this event as we go into Saturday. Again, that's possible really today, Friday, and Saturday, although that risk is low. I do think that most of us will see rain and lightning. So as we break it down for you with your 7-day forecast, 81 today, a lot of clouds out there, 20-30% chance of more showers, maybe an isolated storm later on this afternoon and evening. Friday, afternoon and evening, more showers and storms will pop back up. That coverage will be at 40%. And then for Saturday, the coverage is at 70%, which is why Saturday is a first alert weather day. Now, the cold front will move through on Saturday, so notice that Sunday is much better because dry air will move back into North Georgia. So you'll notice those highs are going to stay in the 70s as we start next week with a whole lot of sunshine. The other thing to point out is our lows have been in the 60s over the past several days, but after this front passes by, we'll drop into the low 50s, if not upper 40s to start next week. So as you get to work next week, it'll feel really nice in the mornings, much better than the humid and warm weather that we've seen over the past several days. So that's a look at your forecast. Again, a few showers, maybe an isolated storm possible again this afternoon and evening. More showers and storms are expected Friday afternoon and evening, and the chance of rain will peak on Saturday, which is a first alert weather day for showers and storms. Sunday, mostly sunny and much drier. So if you have any thing you want to do over the weekend, I know it's a big weekend, a lot going on this weekend, but Sunday will definitely be that better day. We'll keep you up to date on this forecast. We hope you guys have an amazing Thursday. I will have an update on your forecast on Atlanta News First at noon, and you can always get that update in the First Alert Weather app. Until next time, we'll see you soon.